You already know. Back with another episode of One Time for the Fan, man.
Be back. Let's do it.
0-2 feels a little different, man, but we're going to talk about it. Let's go. You already know. You already know what it is. You already know what it do.
Yeah.
One time for the fan, we back. One time for the fan, we are back with another episode. Got the homies with me. Chase, Bodie. Bodie, how you doing, man? Last time we talked, man, I was in Cali, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm back in the A. You know what I mean? So talk to me, Bodie. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I mean, state of the Falcons is 0-2, but there was some good in that. We're gonna dissect that, of course, but can't complain. It's gonna be all right, Falcon fans. We gonna be all right, man. It's a light at the end of this tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I like that. Chase, what's up, man?
So,
I haven't spoken to you in a minute, man. I know. I mean, on the podcast, but we talk all the time. But glad to see you back, man. How's everything, brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I'm with Bodie to be a lot better at 1-1. That's for sure. But it was good. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. Everybody want to talk about it. That's what we're here for, right?
yeah,
Falcons football. That's what we're talking about.
be back.
Yes, sir.
Every Wednesday, every Sunday, right here on One Time for the Fan. Everybody tuning in. Appreciate y'all support. All the subscribers.
I will say this. I'm definitely drinking.
All right. Yeah, so
I need it.
I got a little bit.
I got you, Chase. I got you.
I got a little bit. Yeah, last time we talked, I was in Cali. Shout out to everybody already jumping into the chat. Let's go to the chat real quick before I talk about this Cali, man.
It's good.
Ice Cold Wolf is up
Ice
in here.
Cold
Peace and
is
blessings.
good, dog.
Shout out to Ice Cold Wolf. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. One time for
What
the fan.
up, Gump?
It's good.
Almost
Bubba.
at 200 subscribers. Bubba Gump checking in. You already know Facebook, YouTube, Spotify. Can't remember anything else. Anchor. So shout out Bubba Gump. Sean Coswell, what's up, man?
It's good.
It's
It's
good.
I doing good. Dan Burst is up in here. It's that third time. Third time is the charm, Falcons. We seem to have an understanding of first half and second half. Now let's put it together. Yeah, we gotta get to that because it seems like the Falcons don't have just a complete game yet. It's coming. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But what we've been seeing so far, that's a you ain't getting your ass kicked on the 0-2, but it's a tough 0-2 right now. Because you could have snuck at least. Hey, you could have snuck that Rams win in.
Both
Should have won the
games,
Saints
man,
game and you could have snuck the Rams win in.
Be 2-0
So,
right now.
We're gonna get to that. Dan Burst, Justin Newman is in the chat.
Good, Justin.
Stevie Carrega, who I had the chance of meeting out in LA. Shout out to Stevie.
Rise up. Rise up.
Rise up to Stevie. Justin Newman. I see Archangel's up in the chat. Shout out to Archangel. It still rise up no matter what. You already know.
Always
rise up no matter what. Always rise up no matter what. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We're gonna get to Cali. I was out there in Cali, man. Enjoying that California love. Dun, 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 dun. You heard that shit all day.
What's up, Thea?
Jack Bodie Chase, everyone one time. Shout out to Thea in the chat.
What's up? What's up, Thea?
DSGB Hall, who had a chance of meeting too as well. Good homie of mine out there in LA. He was out there downstairs in the hotel. I randomly walked into the hotel to go speak with somebody, and there he was sitting out there at the table. Having some drinks. Jeff Wolf was up in here.
So
Shout out to
Jeff
Jeff
with a
Wolf.
new profile pic.
Yeah, he got the Benz.
Yeah,
I
we're
hope it
getting
ain't
that,
the Benz
dog.
with that person standing up there, Jeff, with the bucket.
It is.
Man,
It's got to
better not
be.
Jesus.
But they're
Defense is on the way.
there.
We'll talk about it.
You
Coakley
got that
was out
gas
there.
tank.
Got the gas tank on him.
I definitely shared that on Facebook. I was pissed. Okay, I was pissed.
Tough, man. Coakley's out here. Shout out to Vincent. Vincent will be going to Seattle with me too as well. He was in LA too as well.
Yeah, what's good?
Big time Atlanta Falcons fan. All the big time Falcons fans out here tonight. We're gonna talk about some Falcons football. What's going on, Kim? What's going on, Kim?
How you doing?
Lyrics mom. How y'all doing? Big Falcons family. Big Falcons family out there in South Carolina. They do travel up for the games too as well. So shout out to them. Glad to see the flag back, Jack. You already know, man. San Diego, I felt a little rough. I ain't had the flag behind me. I had the mirror and shit. You know what I'm saying? But had that view right there, though. You know what I'm saying? Window was open too. I can smell the beach. Bodie, you know that feeling?
You trying to rub it in or something? Trying to rub it in. You know what? Now you look out the window, you see a wall of bricks. So welcome home.
Welcome home. Life. Back to reality. Hey, shit was real out there in LA though, man. I must say, I went to San Diego first. For those that don't know, hung out with some family out there, and then after that, did some sightseeing, same old stuff. I used to live in San Diego, so it's kind of like, it's same old stuff to me. But went up to LA, drove up to LA, and had a blast. You know what I'm saying? The RiseUp tour event was amazing. The party that we was talking about the whole time, we told the owner 60 RSVP, and we had over 125 people show up.
Sheesh.
Falcon fans. And we're talking about Falcon fans everywhere. I'm talking about, I ain't never see. I said, where you from? He said, well, San Francisco. San Francisco. Where you from? Kentucky. Yeah, man, I heard about the party. Like, remember that movie? When he came in, we walked with the bottles. Where the party at? Like, bro, who told you about this? It's usually RSVP because we try to keep the numbers. We want to, turn up and show out. But we told the owner 60 people and 125 people showed up. Boy, that shit was crazy. But yeah, I got a chance to go Beverly Hills, all the sightseeing, all the fancy stuff people do in LA, the tourist stuff, Hollywood sign, so it's a good feeling. Anybody out there ever going to a Falcons game? If we ever play the Chargers out there, or if we play the Rams, go out there and enjoy it. It's a good feeling to get on the road and see your Falcons. And of course, we almost won. It's that feeling when you're sitting there for 3 quarters, like, what the hell is happening right now?
Yeah.
And then, the fans next to us, and they were big time Rams fans. I turned and I said to them, all it takes is just one turnover and we're going to flip this damn game. And they were laughing. It was all joking, drinking, talking shit. And I must say, shout out to the Rams fans, right? Straight up. Because I gave some of them the one time for the fan card. So I was like, yo, shout out to the Rams fans, man. All the videos that y'all see, I don't know how y'all be getting them so hyped up in the videos, get all the fighting and stuff. Man, I had some of the coolest Rams fans around me, bro. Like, they just won a Super Bowl. They on chill, bro. They straight up on chill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's a good feeling to just talk to them. But once again, about the tickets, the seats that we sat in, the Bills fans that sat there the week before, Chase, they paid $1,200 for those seats. I got them the morning of the game for $190.
Damn.
So do you see the difference when different teams come to play in certain cities?
Yeah.
They kind of looked at the Falcons like, just lowball them. But the Bills opening night, Thursday night football, the banner, the trophy, $1,200. One time for the fan, you already know we about to get into this Falcons football, man. I'm just letting y'all know about Jack's paid bad luck. Every game we go to, we lose. Stay home this week. I go to all the games. What do you want me to do? You want me to stay home? Stay home. We were one game away from the playoffs last year.
We going.
I was there.
0 for 17. Damn.
I just wanted a touchdown ball handed to me. They messed up my TV moment. Vincent had the field level suite. He was down there in the field level suite.
Nice.
In LA. But let me tell you something. Before we get into Falcons football, like LA is like grand. SoFi Stadium, Oh, they do that. They do that shit like player. Like
Yeah.
it's LA. From the waterfall, from the moment you pull up into the parking area, it's like, oh shit, some pretty fancy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have walked up in that bitch in a suit and felt good. Like just the way, just the stadium. Like when you got to the field, how just close and compact it was with the seats, and how it wasn't that tight of seats. Like I had enough room to move around, had enough room to stretch over. Like we got some aisle seats down in the front row, but they were perfect. You know what I'm saying? But the way they did their stadium, they have 500 section 2 as well. But the way they built their stadium with the opening over here that you can see, like kind of like the sunset, that was playing like an evening game. And then, the clubs, the patio, the field level area, that shit was amazing. I didn't do the stadium tour, but I was in there enough to know what the fuck was going on. But, I must say, SoFi is top three on my list.
Yes.
And before we get to the Falcons, Rams, I'm going to show this. Y'all see that? Everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Take these banners off the screen so y'all can catch that. You see that right there? So that's right there outside the SoFi Stadium. For those that haven't seen, I posted a lot on the One Time for the Fan page, and of course, my page too as well. But I was right there outside the SoFi, getting ready to walk through the gates. Then, of course, some of the Rams fans, y'all see that? Yeah. Y'all see my boy with the mustache and the sunglasses? That was my security, homie. When I go back to LA, I'm tucked back, but don't fuck with me in LA. You understand? I'm letting y'all know right now. Do not fuck with me when I go to LA. I'm telling you right now, I got numbers.
Bro, he look like he'll pull up on you.
Bro, what? Bro, okay, so your boy with the Braves, right? So he's a Rams fan, but he's a Braves fan. So he showed up to the game. Don't forget California.
So he's not a Dodgers fan? God.
No, he's not a Dodgers fan. But California folks is always chill. They're laid back. They're cool. So that wasn't the only person. The dude that was sitting behind me was a Rams fan and had a Falcon shirt on underneath. He said he likes both teams. You know what I'm saying? So they're just so cool and calm. There's like none of that bullshit. That's what I'm saying. The videos that y'all be watching, it be people just riling up some of them fans. But these are some diehard ticket holders. They sit right behind me. But man, hey, man, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so we down there. For those that didn't know, we was down there on the field with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Pre-game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
That bitch is nice.
Yeah, that bitch is nice. That bitch is nice. But shout out to everybody who I had a chance to meet up with, chance to talk to. This weekend was filled with Falcon fans all over the place. But, moments like this,
Can't beat it.
That's dope.
Don't call him Russell.
Don't call him Russell. My boy Coach Pease, man. Cracking jokes with Coach Pease. But guess what, man? We ain't even done yet. I had the video for you. Couldn't play the video tonight. But my boy Coach. Shout out to Coach Smith, man. One time for the fan. Time to get into this shit, man. Time to get into this shit. Chat going crazy. This is what's going on. We still got 15 games to go. This season is still very young. I know. You already know what it is. Shout out to Laura Luke in the chat. Lorenzo Leon is in the chat. Good evening, my Falcon faithfuls. You already know what it is. You got to take the tour to see the behind the scenes stuff. You already know. Yeah, the stadium tours are nice. I know a lot of fans did the stadium tour Saturday morning. Bodie, everything we talked about on the stream leading up to the LA game happened. From people doing the sightseeing and going around and traveling to see what they want to do as tourists, and then going out there Saturday morning to the stadium tour or going to the Santa Monica Pier or going to the beach. Everybody did all that shit. You should have seen the pictures that was floating through LA. And Falcon fans showed up. I got to say, Falcon fans were deep in LA.
Yeah.
Y'all were deep. So I hope y'all going to be deep in Seattle too, because y'all were deep as shit in LA. I was like, yeah, where do you Falcon fans come from? We was coming back in the fourth quarter. I looked around like, okay.
Yeah. You can hear them on TV.
But here's the funny thing. These are some of the Falcon fans. They don't have social media. I talked to a lot of them. They don't have Instagram. They don't have Facebook. They don't care about none of that shit. They just watch the game on TV.
Toxic.
My boy Rattle's in the chat. Shout out to Rattle. Quick Dolo's in the chat. Jets fan here. Back to see how we feeling. Yeah, we 0-2. What are you? 1-1?
Still 1-1. Barely.
I got a dub, man.
Quick Dolo, man. If you gonna come in here,
ain't he the dude who was talking about the Shrevinator?
Yeah, the Shrevinator who got cut.
One of their first cuts.
What is he at now?
Their first cut.
Quick Dolo, at least say good evening before you come in here with the shit. But quick, Dola, come back in week 17, bro. Let's have that chat.
Yeah.
We're in here cooling. You already know what it is. But Eric Parker, my section was cool as fuck though. I think they were all Crips around me. Gosh. Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, there was some areas in
Ain't
LA.
no red.
You better watch
But-
your ass.
Yeah.
I see how that shit is for real. You better watch your ass. But you know, if you out there on that type of shit, you gonna find that type of shit.
Mhm.
If you're not, you doing the sightseeing, man. I was pulling up to different areas. I was pulling up to over there where they did the Pinkies and all that stuff. Over there, Craig's house, Miss Parker's house, Friday, all that stuff. Crenshaw, Slauson. I was pulling up on all that shit. But I wasn't on that. I wasn't on that type of vibe where you can be like, "Who's buddy?" Bro, I ain't know that shit. Selfies. You feel what I'm saying? But I kept it cool though. Everywhere I went, I kept it cool, you know. So shout out to everybody who I met in LA, from Falcon fans to Rams people I talked to, I gave the card to. They said they'll tune into the show. A couple of people subscribed on the field, so that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And to meet other fans and other people that's out there enjoying just a good experience. But let's talk some Falcons football, man. Shit's about to get real.
Serious. Look at you.
Shit's about to get real. We're 0-2, Falcons fans. So before we get to this Falcon Rams, how are y'all feeling right now about this 0-2? Like, Falcon fans in the chat, chime in, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Tag your friends, tag your Falcons family. We got to know how y'all feeling at 0-2. Chase, Bodie.
Obviously, they don't feel good, that's for sure, but they don't feel too bad. The only reason why I say that is because you put both games together, we've lost by a total of 5 points. There's potential there. There's a lot of potential there. We're talking about teams that were Saints made the playoffs. The Rams won the Super Bowl. So we're talking about teams that are still potentially stacked. That's one of the best D lines in the NFL, and we competed. Yes, we were asleep the first half, but there's potential. Like I said, I'm rocking with the coaches, but we'll see what happens.
Shout out to Dave in the chat. Bodie. It's a feeling I didn't want to talk about. Before the season started, we had our predictions. 0-2 was not what I predicted.
No, we was like, we beating the shit out of the Saints. Champs, we was like, eh.
Yeah.
But and then we was like,
Seattle
dub. I still think that's a dub. Listen, hear me out. We competed against teams that all these MNFers said we was gonna get our asses whooped by.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody everywhere I looked, they said we was gonna get stomped by the damn Rams.
Yeah.
Being able to compete is big. Like, that is a huge thing. And we won't get the credit. So forget about that. We just ain't gonna get the credit. We know though. As fans, we know. We gotta work on coaching. We gotta work on execution. We gotta work on play call. All that. We got a lot to work on because these dubs slipped out of our hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Koo would have made the field goal in the first quarter, we could have got in position to kick the winning field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We was damn near there. But we needed a touchdown. So, what'd you say? Go ahead.
I was saying the pick six, man. That's what really, really hurt us at that time. That pick six with Cordell.
Yeah. So
I see you mentioned the coaching, Bodie. Next time I go to the game, you want me to talk to this coach? Or do you want me to talk to this coach?
You definitely need to talk to that coach right there.
This one?
It's a combination, though. The defense looked like Ruby Poo Candy ass in the first 3 quarters. Or the first half, I say. We started to get it together in the second half. But, we were blitzing. They just was all getting picked up. Mm-hmm. All of them. Like, everyone, it was predictable blitzing. It was crazy. I don't know. But we got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get through. We can't we're getting picked up like that. They came through with the second half. Stafford made mistakes because that's what Stafford does now. He's a gunslinger and he just throws picks. He's a pick machine now. But what can we do? I mean, execute. We gotta execute. And this game this week is a must win. Must win.
Capital letters.
Mariota 17 for 26, 196 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, 3 sacks. Last week was a clean line. This week, Rams defense, of course, we figured Rams defense was going to get there. You got Aaron Donald, you got Bobby Wagner, Jalen Ramsey locking down still on that side. Cordell Patterson, 10 for 41. Tyler Algier, 10 for 30. Marcus Mariota, 6 for 16 on rushing the ball. So they contained Marcus a little bit compared to what he did last week. I think it was, 5 for 72 yards against the Saints. Yeah. But the fight from the Falcons in the second half is what got me out of my seat. Like, oh shit, this team really wants to win. And from the interception, who is that? Michael Walker? Was that Walker?
Yeah,
Walker. Yeah.
Also with
I know you was drunk by then. I know you didn't see it.
Yeah, no, I was feeling it. Plus, from my seats, we over there talking like, yeah, talking shit. Oh,
he's like, he's so drunk. Hey, Deion Sanders.
The funny thing was the Casey Hayward one was right in front of me. So I don't know if you go back and look at the video. It was right in front of me, and I couldn't get a chance to get my camera out. But Casey Hayward, I was like, oh shit. Rams fans had their phone. One fan behind me, like, here comes the touchdown. Like, nah, Casey Hayward, you better pick this shit. But you got that feeling where you're sitting down at the game and you're enjoying it and you're looking at the screen, you're talking to people. So it's not like you're really at the game, you know what I'm saying? Like how you guys are at the house. Because you're doing so much shit sometimes. You're not sitting there 20 for a second, eyes glued. But I got a chance to go back home and watch it. So I seen a lot. Mm-hmm. The Falcons, it was a must-win game against the Saints. You were supposed to win that game. Right, you had it in the bag. You was up 16 points. Situation happened. You lost the game. Right. There's a couple of mistakes that we talked about that game. The Zacchaeus fumble, the Mariota fumble, the decision on 4th and 1. A couple of things we looked at.
Coaching decision. Yep.
This Rams game, the pick sixes one. Koo missing the field goal on the first drive when we're driving down the field.
That hurt.
Even the fourth down one, even the play, what was it, 3rd and 13 on the last play, 3rd and 4th and 13? No, the interception, the Brian Edwards one. We threw it to Edwards.
Oh yeah. That ain't had a target.
That one hurt us because I think I believe Drake London was open, and I believe Pitts had ran a decent route too as well. But
he didn't need to throw that. He didn't need to get all of that.
No, you had a first down there. You had a first down. Get your first down. Take your timeout. We had timeout. We had a minute and 12 seconds on the clock, I believe. It's just bad decision making.
Looking at the Falcons, it's 2 hard-fought losses. It's not like they got in there and got their asses kicked both games. I know how fans think. We lost the game. All right, I know we lost the game. But there's some positives from it. I mean, look at the offense now. It's 2 games where your team scored over 25 points.
Yeah.
Which most NFL teams, if you're doing that, you should be winning the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
31-27, like Bodie mentioned, if Koo would have made the kick in the first half, let's just say the scenario still would have played out, it would have been 31-30. You would have got the ball back at that position where you can probably just go for 1 or 2 passes and set Koo up for maybe a 58, 59 yarder to win the game. Which you should have been in that position at all, but you let the Rams come down there and just really take advantage of your defense. Man, Matthew Stafford, Tyler Higbee. Who put Tyler Higbee on their fantasy this weekend? Tyler Higbee?
Tyler Higbee.
Him and Robertson.
There's a couple situations with the zone coverage that they were running too as well. I know how fans are looking at AJ right now, but let's just hope he gets it together. Let's just hope everything, is going to be okay, because what I seen out there was that was tough. That was tough for AJ. Just like last week against the Saints. 2 back-to-back games where I'm looking at, damn. Come on, not AJ.
Right.
Anybody on the defense. Not AJ.
You got Cooper Kupp out there looking like Brock Bowers versus South Carolina and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, y'all gonna tackle this motherfucker? Like, it was looking real rough. He was a He was doing whatever he wanted to do. But
So,
it's Cooper Cup.
So the question goes around the table here, Falcons fans. What went wrong versus the Rams? Bodie, Chase, like, was it the run game? Couldn't get the run game going. We had 100 yards on the ground last week with Cordell, 10 for 41 this week. Was it the interceptions, the pick six? What went wrong? We can't say the penalties. What was some of the things that went right for the Falcons? What are some of the things that we can lean on going forward against the Saints? I think the offense looks pretty damn decent.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing with this pistol and this wing tee offense and all this fancy audible and all this motion shit. I love that shit. Drake London? Man, come on.
Boy, gonna be a problem.
The one thing that they're not doing is getting Kyle Pitts involved.
That's been the story of the week.
And that could be the reason why you're 0-2. Let's just say Pitts would have had some more yards against the Saints week 1. Let's just say Pitts would have went crazy yesterday against the Rams. I think Sunday against Seattle, I think Pitts goes off. No Jamal Adams. Seattle's defense is not the best in the league. Not nothing much to lean on. They just lost to San Francisco. They're not putting up 25, 30 points a game. It looked like the Falcons can come out there and at least put up 20, 25 a game. Mm-hmm. I think the Falcons come out of there in Seattle with a win. But Falcons fans in the chat, what went wrong versus the Rams? Chase?
I'll just go back to what I said last week. One of the things I wanted to see was the run game. We came out. There was a couple runs that were nice. It's just it is a hellacious D line that you're running against. So to see that established would have been nice. But so for points that hurt us is just the interception, the pick six. If Mariota gets that ball down to where CP doesn't have to reach above his head, that's an easy 5-yard gain. Mm-hmm. And on a second down situation where we need it desperately. Defense has got to get pushed. Like Bodie was saying, we can't sit there and not fight and break through that line. When the coach is scheming up blitz, you got to get there. Mm-hmm. I just feel like as a whole unit, we can be better in a lot of ways as well as coaching. Just some of it's just like the touchdown situation with Drake in the end zone on the 3rd and 15, you go to Brian Edwards. You targeted that man maybe twice the whole game. Mm-hmm. Drake London's been killing it. Why wasn't that play designed for Drake London? It may have been. I don't know. But
you especially wasn't going to Pitt, so yeah, you might as well design another play for Drake London. He was eating.
Right. It's just kind of where I'm at right now with it. There's potential. There's a hell of potential, but we got to make it happen.
Still seeing some of the plays when Mariota has time in the pocket to look at his reads, which I think is something that we can feed off of for the next 2 games. We got the Seahawks and we got the Browns. If you contain Myles Garrett against the Browns, you definitely might get some rushing yards from Mariota. Because the thing about Myles Garrett, he's a top 10 pass rusher in the league. But even the Browns are struggling right now. They're not a team to be worried about. We're going into week 3 here, Falcons fans. You see how some of the league is shaping out. Y'all worried about Seattle? Go ahead.
Back to the running situation, just not important to get the run started, but to even get our play action started. Before Mariota could fake the pat or the handoff, there was somebody in the backfield. Mm-hmm. You got to get the run established to get those plays off. Mm-hmm. It just is what it is.
Bodie, talking about what went wrong here with the Falcons versus the Rams. Some of the things that you saw. I know you talked about some of the decision making, coaching. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I alluded to that earlier in the show. Decision making. It goes down with play calling. You gotta have. I'm not saying I'm not a coach. I'm not gonna sit here, but let's be real. We got 3 dynamic weapons on our offense. You know what I'm saying? You got a scheme. The most dynamic is Pitts. You got a scheme. You absolutely have to scheme for this man. He should have his own fucking package of plays. money plays. It should be Kyle's money plays. That's what that shit to say at the top. Put that shit on the t-shirt. You wear that shit there. Hey, Kyle's money plays. That's what we should have seen. We should see Kyle all over the place because they line him up here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, put him in the effing backfield. Like Kyle should have his money plays. I didn't see none of that. I mean, I saw a lot of Mariota deer in the headlights. You know, it did. Coach said it opened up for guys like Kadero Hodge to get play, and you know he's getting open. Yeah, because it's like folks like, oh, that's Kadero Hodge, so they're just letting him run. I get it, but you see what that's gotten us 2 games in a row, right here. Talk about 0-2. If y'all don't find it, I ain't saying force feed the man the ball, but damn it, scheme. People, great coaches do it all the time, and I think Smith is a very good coach. I really do. He's a great offensive mind. He just has to scheme for his best player. I don't even know if he does that because, I mean, back in Tennessee, they had Derrick Henry. Life was easy. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is a
the run game did so much, didn't have to worry about too much with Tannehill.
Bruh, Tannehill sitting back, man, play action, everybody cheating up, over the top, every time. You have Derrick Henry. So life was easy. He got to work. He got to work here. Mm-hmm. It's not easy here. We don't have a Derrick Henry, of course. So, yeah, man, he gonna learn. I think he gonna learn. He getting out. He hearing it. He hearing all this shit we saying. Like Kyle Pitts. You picked him 4th overall. You better do something. Blah blah blah. He hearing this shit, and I think he's gonna put something together. Like you said, Kyle's going off this week. I bet my left toe that he is gonna have more than 2 catches this week.
He's going to have a touchdown. As we're talking about what went wrong with the Falcons versus the Rams, for me, you didn't establish the run game well. You know, I understand they got Aaron Donald and some of the members on their defense, and you know they just won the Super Bowl and so forth. And week 2 and you're over there. The Rams came out the goddamn play after they just got their teeth kicked in against the Bills.
Right, they came out the effing play. Yeah,
leading up to the 4th quarter, I'm sitting there watching. Like I said, it. Mm-hmm. Don't tell me it's one of these games. And then we got to the score when it was 28 to, the number.
Yeah, the score.
The score.
I was praying that.
No, man.
When he scored that touchdown, I literally jumped out of my seat and said, "Fuck."
Yep, let's go.
Loud.
I turned to the fan next to me and I said, "It just takes one turnover and we can change this whole game." And sure enough, the turnover happens. We score. All right, cool. Then we score again. I'm saying, okay. No, y'all finna do this shit. Now I'm up. Now about
fumble happened. I sat up in my seat. I was like, oh.
But one thing you saw, Falcons fans, was the fight. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. The fight within the players from all 53 in the second half held from 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter going all the way to the end of the game. I was standing up on the edge of my seat the last 5 minutes of the game. Like, I can't believe this shit. We can win this game. And I'm turning around. I talk shit to Rams, man. We're talking that shit now. Now I'm up. But I must say, it's an exciting way to lose 2 games. Because we was there for Falcons Saints. Everybody was on their feet on the kick.
Yeah.
It got blocked. Stadium went crazy. People walked out. They went home, did their thing. Sunday night against the Rams. We're getting our teeth kicked in the same way. Sure enough, we find a way to come back to where you're now standing up on that damn 3rd and 13 call. Like, okay, the hell y'all finna run? Because you was loving the way they came back. So y'all got to have a play in the damn playbook to score this touchdown. Y'all got to have a play.
For this situation.
Then Mariota gets sacked.
Gotta throw it up, man.
Throw the.
It was an exciting way to lose 2 games.
I don't know if he tried to not throw 3 picks in the game, but throw the fucking ball. Give me a chance. Give us a chance. I don't care. I like to see the miracle in SoFi Stadium. I want to see that.
Facts.
Come on.
So, because we talked about what went wrong with the Falcons against the Rams on Sunday, and I see everybody in the chat, we're going to get to that. Let's talk about some of the things that we can lean off of and what went right for the Falcons. Drake London. That went right for the Falcons. Game ball. 2 weeks in a row. He's leading the league with rookie wide receivers. Am I correct?
Yeah, in every
The
position.
way he's playing right now, Falcons fans, he's probably on pace to break 1,000 yards, probably by like week 10, week 11. He can, and guess what? He got Seattle this week.
Rack up.
He got
barbecue chicken.
He had Lattimore on him. He had Ramsey on him.
Bully.
Don't know who's out there in Seattle. He's gonna have Denzel Ward on him. But the first 2 games, even though we're 0-2, I must say I'm very impressed with Drake London.
Yes.
We talked about him at Camp Chase when he was there. When he was there for the first couple, practices and when open to the public camp started. He was looking phenomenal out there. And first 2 weeks already, Drake London is already making Good Morning Football. What is it? Player of the Week award. Go vote. There's some rookie player of the week award going on right now. Please vote for Drake London, Falcons fans. You know what I'm saying? Because this kid right here, is nice,
balling.
man. I must say he's balling. And to see Seattle and Cleveland coming up on your list, I'm looking at the schedule like, damn, Drake London and Pitts. Both of them can eat on Sunday. I'm talking about eat Patterson too. Because what was the Seahawks score? I don't think the Seahawks scored over 15. They got the ass kicked.
The way we came out against the Saints is the way we should come out against Seattle the whole game.
Seattle lost 27-7. We were down 28-3, came back, lost 31-27. Last week, 27-26. I see the Falcons next week. If you're practice, plan, and prepare well, you come out there next week, 24-10.
I'll take it.
27-13.
I just need that W.
Walk out of there with a damn dub. There's no rain next week. Too. The forecast is clear. Seattle Stadium is going to be a beautiful day, 72 degrees. And one time for the fan, we'll be there. So we got some more videos and pictures and clips and shit to highlight. We're going to go to the chat here in a minute. Bodie, what went right for the Falcons? Your thoughts? Tell us which one. Tell us, brother.
What went right? I like to say, I mean, the tenacity we had in the combat, like that ferociousness that we had. I love. I laughed when Troy Anderson bust through that line and he slammed that damn punter's leg on the ground. I mean that's real. I mean, we just had a different mentality, and we knew we needed the ball back. So, old boy, was it Hall who punched
Darren
the ball
Hall.
out?
Yeah,
Darren Hall. He had the right idea, and man, he caught him slipping. That was Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No,
Yeah. That mentality needs to continue for an entire game. We, like we said earlier, we're going through half of quarters and stuff. I don't know if we getting lax or I don't know what's going on. But there are teams, great teams win in this league when they play 4 quarters just like we play. We sporadic with it. We so sporadic. We all over the place. Now it could be, first quarter be great and then second quarter we might go back and forth this game. We hope not. We want to win because I purely think we better than Seattle. I think we better than Seattle.
An 0-2 team is better than a 1-1 team right now. Somebody mentioned in the chat, we're the best 0-2 team in the league. Don't know how you want to take it, but you should get a damn win on Sunday.
Either. But damn it, it's just missed opportunities. So like I said, basically that tenacity they had when we had that combat, and that's what went right. That's the mentality we had it early in the Saints game. I mean, sack. Like we got to keep it. We got to keep it. I don't know where we lose track or get predictable. That's probably what it is. A lot of predictability because they were seeing all our blitzes early in the game in LA. So just keep up the fire, man.
the fight. I keep talking about that. In the third and fourth quarter, you're down 20-something points. To come back and to make it a game to where Rams fans, and yes, they were sitting around me. They were sitting down like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I was said, so I got my new signature emote when I go to the games now. I do this, like pump up the house type of thing. You know, it's like this, you know. So it's working. It worked on Sunday. I had Rams fans kind of pissed. I was like, yeah, pump up the house. I can't hear you. So they were kind of pissed about the shit. But they're sitting watching the game saying, if Mariota scores his touchdown, we're going to lose this game.
Yes. And
I sat there and I watched him. I was like, y'all ready? I was getting ready to say, whose house? Because they say this shit all the time. Oh my gosh. They thought that, but let me tell you something.
You say that when we beat them. Man, I know you was going to say it, though. I know you was going to say it. They're going to jump on you.
For Falcon fans traveling to any games, just know that in certain cities, they got these, signature celebration things they do. At the Bears game, they're going to sing that stupid Bears song. I hate it. It's on first downs. It's on kickoff. It's commercial timeouts. We are the Bears, the Bears. It's like a 1950s song. It's just horrible. I hate it. And every time they score, they play it. It's just
this song sounds. I don't want to say what it sounds like. I'll reserve judgment.
A couple. Same thing for when you go down to New Orleans. They play their Yin Yang Twins every time they score, and then they do their dance, whatever they do in the stadium.
Yin Yang Twins.
But in the Rams Stadium, I don't know what's going on. But the Rams Stadium, all they play is Rams house. Whose house? Rams house. So when we're coming back, I'm sitting there like, I can't wait to tell these fans whose house this is. I done flew all the way out here to tell your ass whose house this is. My goddamn house. In about 5 minutes, Mariota scored his goddamn touchdown. But it's an exciting brand of football. It's you lose 2 games, but you had people on their feet both games, and you can see the change in the team. You know what I'm saying? The direction seems to be going better for some of the members of the offense. I think the offensive line gave up what is it? 2 sacks in 2 weeks now. So that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But Mariota that ain't bad, but Mariota has to be more under control with the offense. And I think getting Drake London involved 2 weeks in a row is big because teams will now scout for London. Maybe it can open up your pits more. Sunday's the game to do it. You don't got the damn Chiefs or the damn, the I don't know. Give me another a big team in the AFC.
Bills.
The Bills. You don't got the Bills.
The
Bills.
They are
in 2022. Like teams got
the
to worry for the
Bills
Bills. The fucking Bills.
boy.
They're gonna kick your ass on Sunday. Like you imagine that? Like teams got to go around the NFL and say the Bills are a tough team. That shit's weird. But the Falcons will get to that level where Falcon fans want them to be. They're going to be a good team again. We're going to start kicking teams' teeth in left and right. We're going to show up to these games. We're going to turn up, show out. And we're going to get us a Super Bowl too. It's going to happen. And I'm glad everybody is tuned into One Time for the Fan for it. But the Falcons just need to lean on that run game more. I think they tried to do it as best as they could with CP. Aaron Donald, that front line, they was all over CP. I mean, he didn't have too much space. But to see Mariota, it wasn't 8 sacks. It wasn't 9 sacks. It was 2 sacks. And he had the opportunity to bring the team back to win the game. So Falcon fans should feel a little bit good about not only where the direction the offense could be going. You scored 25 plus 2 games in a row. Those disappointing losses, but Falcon fans, you walk out of Seattle with a win and come back home and beat the Browns. You're 2-2 going up against the Bucs. And I wouldn't be surprised by the injuries the Bucs got. You go in there and you beat the goddamn Bucs on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah,
so let's just remain positive for what you guys seen. It's not on just don't blame Mariota and don't blame. I see y'all calling for Mariota's head already. He's not injured. Yeah. He brought y'all back and got y'all in scoring position to try to win the game. I understand all 53 wasn't on the same page the first 3.5 quarters of the game, but the last quarter and a half they showed the fuck up. So Falcon fans should feel a little bit better seeing the team like, damn, this team wants to fight. This team really wants to win this game. They could have gave up at 28-3. Going into the second half, they could have let the Rams score again and score again. Falcon fans were sitting there in the first 2 quarters like, can't believe this shit. But in the fourth quarter, your ass was sitting there like this. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Your ass became a fan again. So, all 4 quarters got to be played, but I was still sitting there in that stadium telling the people next to me, All it takes is one turnover, and this shit is about to change. Sure enough, now I'm on my feet down there in the goddamn 2-minute drill. What's going on? I'm telling Rams fans, get the fuck up. Why aren't y'all standing up no more? But
you'll be playing.
I turn up. And Sunday I'm gonna get my fan card tested. Seattle is one of the loudest fan bases in the NFL, and they ain't ever met me before. God damn it! So about to teach them a lesson. My voice is already kind of shot a little bit from Sunday, but I teach the Seahawks fans a little lesson. And don't let us walk out of there with a win. Do not let us walk out of there with a win on Sunday.
I know
I'm telling you right now.
You need to go live instantly.
I'm finna call the 12. I'm finna call everybody from the 12. I want to speak to every one of y'all.
Hey, 12. Hey, you.
Not too many tickets left. Too. Go on Ticketmaster and StubHub. Look at the seats. They did say Seahawks fans going to show up. They said it.
Oh, yeah.
Seahawks fans will show up to the game. They love to pack out the stadium. Otherwise, in the Mariners and college football up there, Washington State or some shit, they ain't got shit else. It's Seahawks football. So it's going to be crazy out there. But we talked about some of the things that went wrong for the Falcons, some of the things that went right for the Falcons. Chase, anything you want to dive in on what we just said right there?
I mean, the only thing I could really add is, our deep ball looked good. The deep ball looked good, other than a couple overthrown passes, but that can be fixed. That's the one thing I wanted to add. I feel like we can go deep on some teams.
One thing I wanted to talk about real quick is Carlo Jimenez from our Drake London Ricky Report, when we did a Ricky Report back earlier this year. He talked about Drake London in the open space whenever he catches the ball, yards at the catch, and how he likes to punish defenders, how he looks for the mismatch, lowers his shoulder, trucks people, how he's just
nasty with it.
A monster over there playing wide receiver, right? Look at the past 2 weeks with Drake London. Falcon fans, you have to agree. So far, he's a very decent draft pick for the Falcons.
Yeah.
He is looking like one of the best wide receivers out there in that rookie class out there in the field. I know we're 0-2, but go back and look at some of his plays. I know somebody's over there chopping up some highlight plays. King James, if you're in the chat, can you chop up some Drake London plays for us, please? I'll shoot you some. You know what I'm saying? But look at Drake London's plays already. His route running, his catching ability, his yards at the catch, yards in between catch. Look at the touchdown.
His hurdle.
Oh God, stiff arm and the hurdle. Yeah, oh my gosh. Hey, when that matter of fact, Bodie, we can't play Madden tonight. I wait for that Drake London update to pop up with that damn stiff arm. You already know what it is, man. We about to get to what the Falcons need to do to beat the Seahawks next. But before we get to that, we'll go to the chat here. I
just want to say, real quick, Drake
brother.
is he's ahead of his time. He's ahead of most receivers. Like the footwork, the route running. I don't think he has a weakness, and he's faster than you think. Like, people think he's slow. Like, he can run past your ass. Like he really like that. So, I mean, when we picked him, of course, most people had us picking Olave or not. They had us picking Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
But yeah. Drake is
don't worry about the 40 time, didn't he, during the draft?
Yeah,
he said don't worry about the 40 time, check the tape or something, or watch me on the field.
Yeah.
I think so far the first 2 weeks, my friends keep hitting me up in the fantasy football chat like, what's up with Drake London? I don't even play fantasy football. They were like, what's up with Drake London? What's up with Drake London? Like, yeah, Drake's good to go. What you need to know? Like, should I start him this week? Oh,
Yeah, start him every week, shit.
Yeah, he's solid.
Might want to. If he's playing the way he's going to keep playing, he's going to hit 1,000 yards shortly. And Falcon fans need to go ahead and look and say, that's the goddamn franchise receiver right there. Now let's go ahead and get him a team around him and goddamn win this Super Bowl. Going to the next segment here before we get to what the Falcons need to do to beat the Seahawks. Chat's going crazy, man. You already know we love talking to the chat.
Yeah, hit the chat up. You say you're going to hit the chat up real quick.
Let's hit the chat. I feel like we have a lot of momentum to translate into wins. I think we do too. I think seeing the fight both weeks, and I'm talking from a perspective where I seen the team, we're 0-2. So I'm not playing the fan card shit like, we're 0-2. Yeah. I'm happy as shit. Nah, man, that shit ain't cool. But see the team not give up in certain situations is what I'm looking at, and I'm like, wow, this team is nice. Drake London, that's I like this receiver is pretty good. Got to get Kyle Pitts more involved. The offensive line the first week against the Saints, no sacks, kept the quarterback clean. 4 sacks against Jameis Winston. You could have had an opportunity to get 2 or 3 picks, but didn't happen. But I know you lost the game. Should never been in that field goal position. But I'm leaning off certain things, and I'm like, okay, this wasn't happening last season. The offense, the way the offense is ran, the motion, look at their scheme. You tell me I ain't watching what this new Falcons offense is. This is a rebuilt team.
It is.
So Falcon fans, like, relax. We're 0-2. Let's walk out of Seattle with a dub. But yes, I think the momentum is something we can translate into wins. Chase Bodie?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's 97% of the teams is gonna be learning and learning what to do, trying to gather rhythm, knowing this is a mistake. They pulling out plays to see, that ain't gonna work in this situation, blah blah blah. They're going back and forth. It's all learning. Everybody ain't the damn Bills beating everybody's ass in the first 2 weeks, okay? It's just not gonna happen like that.
And not only that, it's just sometimes it's good to start off slow. You don't want to be a team that starts off fast and then you get to week 8 and everybody's going downhill. You want a team that's slowly rising. We're gonna rise up. We're gonna be all right.
Thank you.
That's that positivity we need, Falcons fans. Benny Smith said, "What's up, y'all? What's up, Benny Smith?"
Good, Benny.
Good to see you, man. Ramel's in the chat. Ramel said, "What up?"
What's up?
Hey, you still got that bum of the week for you, bro.
Right here, look. You got it right here. See? Watch this. Watch
bum
this.
Of the week.
Watch what he says the bum of the week. Here it is. Ready?
Yeah.
Falcon fans, Ramel gives us his choice of the bum of the week.
Bum of the week.
This week he has chosen Matt Ryan as the bum of the week.
Ramel this week.
I've chosen Matt Ryan for the bum of the week. Catch the bum of the week here on One Time for the Fan, only from Ramel Peck. Right there in the comment section.
You're supposed to have the little floating thing dropping out on the screen.
Man,
come on, we the budget. We gotta get the budget up.
Not gonna talk about the situation. I understand he plays for a different team, but Falcons fans, just go look at the stats on Sunday from that Colts Jaguars game.
God awful.
Yeah,
Falcons
it was crazy.
That's the only reason we talk about.
Who's a Jaguars fan? He's texting me F Matt Ryan. I'm like, why are you texting me this? Why do I even care?
I don't care.
Quick Dola says Seattle defense look all right. Y'all might be sleeping. Dola, you're a Jets fan. Going to the next fan. I like that Mariota isn't getting sacked as much as Matt. He keeps the drive alive. That is something that we guys just talked about. How dynamic the offense is looking, even though you came back from 20-something points down and you had a 16-point lead against the Saints. You just scored 25 points, 2+ games. So I expect you to go out there and score 100 against the Seahawks on Sunday. I'm sorry. But I don't see anything on the Seahawks team. It's like, if the Seahawks come out there and beat us, it's like, what is going on here? Because you should win that game. You have to win that game on Sunday. I mean, it's not only just going to make your fan base feel better, but you're looking at a team where they're not 2-0. It's not Russell Wilson. DK Metcalf ain't the greatest receiver in the NFL. They don't have Jamal Adams. Their defense is like San Francisco just beat them up. A missing Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo just chopped them up. So I'm like, you got to come out there. You're as an 0-2 team, you should be at least 1-1. So, or hell, you would have goddamn converted that shit. You could have been, you would have beat the Saints week one, man. You see what I'm saying? I get into this damn mode. Just go out there and beat the goddamn Seahawks. But yes, I like that Mariota isn't getting sacked as much as Matt. That is true.
We love that. Got to be smart.
That fan mode, boy. Win-loss ratio, of course, isn't good, but to see a completely different team that what he had in the last 14 years is great. The aggression, so Dan Burst, that is true. The win-loss ratio, it's tough, but it's 15 games left, I believe. 15, so
15.
A lot of
Falcon fans, just chill, relax. Now, if it gets down to week 8, week 9, and we get our asses kicked. All right, I ain't gonna come in here and say y'all
we
chill.
can pack it up. I mean,
we're gonna start talking about the draft. We're gonna be like draft show, week 11.
We're gonna do it real early.
Watching the Texas A&M versus Florida game here.
The potential Falcons draft pick. Yeah.
Going over here, Dave said, "What's up, Dave? Guys, it is clear to me that defense is going to have to be this team's calling card until further notice. The rest of the defense are playing defense. You want to 4 sacks the first week against the Saints, 1 sack this week. Casey, what is it? 2 interceptions against Stafford?
2 picks. Yep.
I have to go look at the rankings for what NFL has them.
All
I don't think we're at the back of the pack in defense right now. I think we're doing pretty well, but some defense has to be, the support for this team at times. I think the Saints game, the defense was supposed to win that game. You're up 16 points. And yesterday your defense did show up in the second half. But go ahead, Bodie.
I was like, all I know is y'all. I know y'all picking up that Falcons defense in the fantasy football leagues.
I will say
on Sunday,
even from the Saints game to this game, like they putting up points. Okay, like I mean, we ain't the worst defense in the league. I don't even know who the worst defense is in the league, but it ain't us. Okay.
Well, you look back to Sunday. I mean, after halftime, we gave up a total of 3 points.
Thank you. Yeah.
Only 3. So I mean, it's there. Just got to convert it into the whole game.
Deshaun Cosby said we're going to turn it around. Got Archangel. Yeah, we played 2 good teams. D just got to play and finish games as we've been. Yeah, I hear you, brother.
4 quarters.
Talk to Coach. He said, "Talk to Coach Pease, please." Oh, this guy.
Just got it ready right there. You quick with the draw, ain't you? Shit. All right.
Going over here. Let's see. We can't come back home 0-3 in the NFC. We definitely cannot come back home 0-3 in the NFC.
No.
That's tough. I want to come here Sunday night and have a good podcast and say, how y'all feeling, Falcons fans? Go ahead and take your drink. Cheers to everybody. We're 1-2. So let's get this shit rolling.
We drinking either way. I'll be real pissed if we 0-3. I'll be upset.
Going down the list here, Mariota going to start at least the first 6 to 8 games. If he's still not winning, then here comes Ritter. I'm going to let the coaches make the coaches' decision. My thoughts right now, other than the 2 picks, the pick 6 hurt us, but 2 picks, 2 sacks. The offense is scoring 20-some points. I don't know. I mean, we're within a damn fighting chance of winning the game both times. Yeah. I don't know. If you let me say something. If you end up like that Detroit Lions last year shit, I can probably see Ritter coming in. Where you're down 1-5, 1-6. Nah, we're not having that shit.
There's no reason.
But if you're fighting and you're damn 3-4, hell, even 4-3, nah, ain't no Ritter coming in just at that point yet. I do think we can go 2-2 here. Go ahead, Bodie.
No reason to play him right now. The games were close, okay? Like we could easily won both games. So.
I do think we're gonna go. I think we can go 2-2 here. We're gonna go out there and beat the Seahawks on Sunday. We're gonna go out there and beat the Browns next week. We head down to Tampa 2-2. Fuck around and beat Tampa. Oh, we partying. Mel says defense came out flat.
Yeah, they did. Not in LA from the strip clubs. It wasn't.
Tom Scott said the Rise Up tour. You already know. Rise Up tour threw an amazing event in LA on Sunday, on Saturday. Once again, the RSVPs were 60 people. We packed it out with over 125 people. There was people outside. We was leaving. It was from, what was the time? It was from 6 to 9. 9:30, 10, people still pulling up. We left there about 10:45 because after the Canelo and Triple G fight, we left. We all went down to a different spot. We went to In-N-Out too, top 3. In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger needs to come down here in Atlanta.
No. You eat that shit, you're going to be
Siri,
shitting In-N-Out.
Set a reminder to send an email to In-N-Out GM. We need a In-N-Out in Atlanta. Shut up.
Yeah, see? Told you. Siri knows. Say, we know that shit here. We got 5 guys. Stay your ass.
Going back to the chat, 5 guys. Got to get Pittsburgh involved and do it all. We have too many weapons to not be utilizing them. Agree or disagree, Chase Bodie?
I agree.
Yes.
Very much.
It's with all of them. With CP should be everywhere. We should be using him, not just running. That's where we had success at last year. Pitts and Drake. You gotta fit it in.
Very true, Eric.
Shout out to Eric Parker in the chat. Eric Parker was out there in LA with me, hanging out in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills 90210. Just two dope boys in the Cadillac, hanging out there in Beverly Hills. If Cool makes that field goal, we would have been playing for the 3. You already know what it is, man. That was tough to watch Cool miss it because I'm sitting there watching the saying, he missed that.
Yeah, was that close.
Pretty
what
sad.
What the heck is going on here? How?
That's how you know you start off slow. Kicker miss a field goal. That's how you know you're starting off slow.
I need to see Edwards turn into an NBA player and box out Ramsey for that ball. Yeah, it didn't look like Edwards didn't get too much. Yeah, too much jump on that, but it also looked like he was falling a little bit. Like he didn't have good balance on that.
Yeah.
I don't know how Ramsey had him. Of course, you know, it was Jalen Ramsey. Was probably damn poking him in the back.
It was dangerous. It was just dangerous to throw that. Shouldn't have been thrown. I'm sorry. That was a bad pass. Period.
It was a bad pass.
It's a bad pass.
Justin Newman's out here. He said quarterback has to be in sync with his receivers. I'm not seeing enough passing, and our run game wasn't good. Our defense has to get better. Not seeing the same defense from last year. They did good on some plays, but has to get better. So being 0-2 right now, hearing what Justin Newman's saying, Falcon fans, has your defense looked a little bit better from last season, even though we're 0-2, or you just don't care about it because we're 0-2? I think 5 sacks already in 2 games, 2 interceptions, block punt, return for a touchdown. I think our defense is playing pretty decent. How many interceptions? 2? 3?
2 for now, I believe.
I think the Falcons defense is playing. If you rate them out of a 10, all right, 1 to 10 on the scale for the Falcons defense right now.
I'll go
Chase
6.5.
6.5.
Damn, that's my exact number. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 6.5.
I was gonna say 6.5. I want to give him a 7. The 5 sacks in 2 games is pretty big, but then again, I was hoping seeing the Bills what they did to the Rams that you were gonna go out there and mash up Matthew Stafford. He only got 1 sack, and it was Ogundeji. But to see the fight in the second half, that's why I gave him 6.5. I gave him the half because of that. That fight really brought them back because Mekhi Walker was battling, Lorenzo Carter was battling, Troy Anderson. It was good to see that. But I also want to mention before we get to wrap up the show here, Falcons need to go ahead and bring Deion Jones back.
Make it happen. Make it
I'm
happen.
taking it right now. I seen what y'all was saying on Twitter with Troy Anderson and how Troy was in the game early and Rashaan Evans wasn't in there and how Rashard had a big game against the Saints last week and they put Troy in mostly. Nate Landman was activated. Landman was activated. You feel what I'm saying? You better, man, let me tell you something. Week 5, week 6, I need to see 45 out there.
No doubt.
You're 0-2 Falcons fans. What are you going to do? You're going to trade one of the players who's
mainstay on the defense.
When it comes to the pass coverage, I think I can. I'm going to give a little bit of trust to Deion Jones on a make it or break it year. We're 0-2 right now. And looking at the depth, looking at the team, I know we got a little money too. So I know Terry probably cooking up something. But I'm looking at the team right now and I'm saying, what could make this team just a little bit better right now? Let's go ahead and activate Deion Jones.
Yeah. That I do agree with
you got
that.
to. Look at the linebacker depth, y'all. Outside of D'Angelo Malone, Ogundeji, Carter, Arnold Ebiketie, going to the middle, Michael Walker, Rashard Evans, Nate Landman, Troy Anderson. If Landman wasn't active, come on, man, you got to bring Deion back. Like, come on.
Yeah. Especially since
this is a make or break season right here. I don't want to hear Deion's not ready and not fitting this scheme, all this stuff. Right now, you need to go ahead and get him ready for week 4, week 5, week 6. I wouldn't trade him just yet.
Especially since Michael Walker was getting his drawers shook off out there. That shit was funny.
Sheesh.
I mean, he ran through the line, missed that tackle, and then he got shook out there on the open field. That shit was funny. I mean, he played well. Okay, I'm just joking, but dude played well. But yeah, You got to finish those. I'm sorry. I see that. You can't make those mistakes. You got to wrap up. You got to get in there. He's the athlete. He can do it.
Going to the chat here. Big Country's in here. What in the world, bro?
Where in the world, bro?
Good to see Big Country up in here, man.
Cracking.
What's good, man? You already know Big Country. We talking Falcons
I
football.
Can't call it.
Every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. on Facebook, on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, and of course, wherever you get your podcast. But one time for the fan, we got so much going on this season. We're gonna get to that on some upcoming events and before we get to our shout outs. But
hey,
go ahead and wrap up this chat.
This is water in my cup.
It's that water.
Hey, water.
Shout out to Matthew Bass in the chat. Matthew Bass, big time Atlanta Falcons fan. Dave is in the chat. The Falcons ran out of time. The Rams were befuddled. It could have been had. You true about that?
Absolutely.
Drake is filthy. You filthy animal.
You filthy, dirty, nasty. Yeah.
The boy Drake going crazy out there, man. You need a rematch. But you want a rematch in Madden, Country?
Oh shit! You gotta
let me know now.
Got to stream it.
You let me know.
I have to watch that one.
James Dockery says, "Rise up from Kentucky." James, you're in Kentucky. We need to see you at that Falcons Bengals game, man. You're right there. Word coming up from Atlanta going to the Falcons Bengals game. We need to see you there, brother.
I'm trying to go there.
Jalen Jones says, "Rise up." He's up in the chat. DSGB Hall's in the chat. I feel bad because I told Cool good luck the night before. God.
Damn.
Didn't even the first kick of the game. Next time you see Cool, don't see it. None of them. Just be like,
yeah. Don't even look over there. Think you touched him. You took the juice out of him.
Come on, Jeff.
Here comes the villain, Jeff Wolf. Dion is gone. Let him go. Jeff Wolf just says that shit like, you know what I mean? It's just so cool. Jeff Wolf, look at your linebacker core out there, man. You might want to keep Dion.
I got a question. What is Jeff's beef with Dion? What's the backstory there?
Jeff, if we can get your thoughts on why you want
Did he
Dion
step on
gone.
Your shoes or something? Like
sound like you took a parking spot one day at Kroger or something. Yeah. Like, who the fuck just backed up in that bend?
He must have took the last
fucking Dion Jones.
He must have took the last mocha spice latte at your local Starbucks. Ran the fuck out. I don't
says Jalen Jones. Oh, James Dockery said, I'll already be there. I got them tickets. Let's go, James Dockery. And turn up for the Rise Up Tour Party Saturday night. We'll post the details for the Rise Up Tour Party Saturday night in Cincinnati. I don't know if it might be on the Kentucky side or the Cincinnati side. We'll let y'all know. But we already got the details getting ready to drop coming off shortly. Justin Newman, I see your comment. We'll get to the last comment here before we talk about the last two segments. What's good one time for the fans? I agree with Dion Jones' activation, but he has to come with a little bit more energy than he has been. That is true. If the shoulder injury was playing, I understand what Falcon fans were saying. He shouldn't be out there if the shoulder hurt. If he's at 100% and he's saying, look, coach, I'm good to go. I'm ready to do whatever I can to help these Falcons. Put him out there. Put him out there. He ain't going to his agent and saying this and that. I want to get traded. Get me out. There's no media attention. He's working hard. At the Falcons Saints game, I seen his family out there. So,
yeah. Like I said, if he got out in that preseason game and he played in that preseason game, I think he got some kind of respect for the, the Falcons, for us and the staff. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. That's all I can say. I want to see him play.
I think Dion wants to be in Atlanta. He said it before at preseason or in training camp. He said he wanted to play for Atlanta, that the rumors were just rumors. So.
Never heard of the rumors. His agent would have called him. He said Mr. Blank would have called him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he said he wants to be here.
Hey, we'll find out. Once again, we're not the Falcons official journalists for their for the team, or we're not the the official podcast of the Atlanta Falcons. What we do is we talk about the Atlanta Falcons here on One Time for the Fan. We're not in the war room with Terry when he's making his decisions. You saw me over here at the game and so forth. I don't know Coach like that, you know what I mean? But I know Coach like that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I ain't got Coach P's number, but I might have Coach P's number. Nah, I'm just playing. But, real talk, we're just diehard Atlanta Falcons fans. We give you our thoughts, our opinions, our views. We also bring the facts of what's going on with the Atlanta Falcons. and you're 0-2. I know how Falcons fans feel, but there's still an opportunity to bounce back, get better, and it can start Sunday. It can really, really start Sunday, and you have to go out there and win this game. So we want to get to that quickly. Chase, Bodie, what do the Falcons have to do to win the game? Falcon fans in the comment section, chime in. What do the Falcon fans need to do? Oh, I'm sorry. What do the Atlanta Falcons need to do to beat the Seahawks on Sunday? Bodie?
It sounds like a broken record.
Sheesh.
Run the fucking ball, okay, and commit to it, okay. I think I know we fell behind in the last game, and I guess they just had to throw it. You know what I'm saying? But we got to commit to it. Run the ball. You know, make them scared. Make them want to cheat up. That's when we go over the top. I need them to scheme. I need them to scheme better this game. I need play action bootlegs, get him rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get creative with it. You got to keep them on their toes. That's the whole point. I don't tell them how to coach, but damn it, you got to keep them on their toes. I mean, it starts with the run game. That'll open up things. I think the offense get going and the momentum will get going for the defense, which will keep the pressure. You keep coming. You keep coming. You come. I want Geno on the ground 4 more times.
Mm-hmm.
First, like, you got to keep coming. They ain't showed me. Geno ain't running nothing. You can blitz his ass all night long. Like, you can. Like, so, yeah, I need pressure on the defense, and I need a run game started. I need another 100-yard day from well, even between the 2 running backs. Algier, it might be a hot take. This might be an Algier touchdown game.
I'd like to see that touchdown machine. Chase, what do the Falcons need to do to beat the Seahawks on Sunday, brother?
I mean, I'll piggyback off of Bodie. I mean, pretty much everything you said is spot on. You got to get Pitts involved. You got to get Drake started early. Get them deep passes started. If you get the run game, you got the deep passes. Defense must get to Geno. Geno's going to swing a couple INTs Sunday. I think we come out of Seattle with a dub for sure.
Falcon fans, I think, like both of y'all said, they got to establish the run game, and they got to do it early. Set the tone for the game. Let the Seahawks fans get more quiet. Understand that, damn, the Falcons about to run this clock out. Then the Falcons going to get ready to kick this field goal and go to the half. Then the Falcons getting ready to convert this 3rd and 1. You want that. Mm-hmm. You need to see a complete team on Sunday, not a team that's just there for 3.5 quarters or might show up for the 1.5 and the 3rd and the 4th. You need a complete team on Sunday. And if you're going to win, like Justin Newman says, 21-7, then when it's 21-7, you hold the 21-7. There's no 21-19 or no 21-20 or no 21-22, which you getting the ball back.
Make that bitch 28.
21-7 is a win. The 49ers just beat the Seahawks 27 Sunday, 27-7. Mm-hmm. They held the shit.
Yeah.
Look at Oakland. They had a 20-point lead or something. Then they lose to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
A couple
that
teams.
Was a game.
A couple teams blew a big lead on Sunday.
Yeah.
So this is football, Falcons fans. But if you're going to hold that lead, if you're going to have that lead, you better hold it. Man, I think Sunday we can come out there 21. So wait, we scored what? 26 the first game, 27 the second game, now 21. So teams going to look at the Falcons and say, that team's going to score. They're going to score.
Yeah.
But they're 0-2. We don't want that. We can't beat the Lions. We're not going to do that. No. We need to come out there Sunday. If it's 21-7, if it's 24-10, hold the damn lead, win the damn game. James Dockery. Matter of fact, before we get to this last thing, we're about to wrap it up here. Score predictions in the chat, Falcons fans. You see Justin Newman, 21-7. He says win. I said, what, 24-13? 24-13 Falcons win. Justin Newman said 21-7. Chase, Bodie, score predictions for Sunday.
I'm going to give you a crazy one. You know, it may sound crazy, but I'm going to say 32-10 Falcons.
I'm with that. 32-10 is a big win. Chase, Bodie?
Let's see. I'll say I'm gonna give them credit. They at home. I say 34-17. Falcons.
It's a nice win. Should I wear my Pitts or Deion Sanders jersey to the Cincinnati game? If Pitts start going off, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Deion Sanders jersey, but
yeah,
let's support the players
game.
now. Yeah, we want Pitts to go off.
I'm saying this is the Pitts game. So
you so much riding on that AJ Terrell and Jamar Chase situation. Here goes Pitts going crazy.
Going nuts.
I think that defense connection will be there consistently. So at this point, red zone progress, less penalties, more scoring, no more 50-50 in the red zone. Got to be consistent.
The penalties in the red zone hurt us so bad. Week 1 and week 2. We have got to get that under control.
The only thing we need to do is commit to the same mindset we had in game 1. Run and spread the ball around. We have enough guys to wear down any defense, period. Shout out to man.
We got the weapons, bro. We got weapons. CP is a weapon. He's a special weapon. Not too many teams got a weapon like him, if any. And
stop penalties in the red zone.
We got weapons.
Use Pitts like last year. He can catch under pressure. Red zone success is necessary. It is, because we thought with some of these new players, the red zone be eating every play. But yeah, the penalties have hurt us, brought us back. The scrambling around, especially on Sunday, like it does open up a lot of drives where you can extend the play. But then again, like you've seen it, it can hurt you too.
And you're in the red zone, man. You got to come out of that huddle knowing where that ball's going. I don't care. You got your target coming out that huddle. Then you got your second target. Make the third.
Make your third.
Here come the predictions. Post them in the chat. One time for the fan every Sunday, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Facebook, YouTube. You already know what we're doing. Jeff Wolf says 42-31 Falcons. That's a close game. You gave them 31 points. That's a close game. Goddamn, Jeff. Jesus Christ, Jeff.
Because Deion being out there, man.
34-10 Falcons. 23-10 Falcons. James Dockery, 27-14.
I'll take any of them.
Jeff Wolf says, wear your Deion Jones jersey. Support your boy. Shut up the camp with the Deion Jones jersey, too. Jesus Christ, Jeff. One time for the fan. We think the Falcons will win Sunday. We already explained what they need to do to win. I understand it's been disappointing so far the first 2 weeks, but there's still 15 weeks left. We can turn these things around and get it going. Falcons, Seattle, Sunday. We hope to have a show Sunday night. I should be back. Well, I don't know because the game's going to end at 4. So I don't think there's going to be a show Sunday, Bodie.
Yeah, the game starts at 4.
It starts at 4, but when I finished over there in Seattle, I have to get back to the hotel, and that's almost 30 minutes from the stadium. So what we'll do is there's a show Monday night, if y'all good for that. If y'all good for Monday night, 8 o'clock. Monday night. So I'll make the reminder for everybody. Monday night, 8 o'clock, because I'll be in Seattle. Hopefully it's going to be a fantastic show on Monday because we can come back with a win. I do not want to be 0-3 coming to this podcast because I'm going to start cussing folks out, and I don't want to do that. So let's hope that the Falcons get out there, fix the mistakes. They're practicing at the University of Washington, so they're still on the West Coast. That's pretty good. Stay out there, enjoy the sights, enjoy all the views and everything, but practice well, and go beat these goddamn Seahawks. Come back home and go beat those damn Browns. Upcoming events, show Monday. After that, we'll do another show next week, Wednesday, which Bodie's Breakdown will be back. I understand there was no Bodie's Breakdown today, but next week, Bodie's Breakdown will be back. We're having a good time here on One Time for the Fan. Appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting the channel. Shout outs before we wrap it up here. Bodie, you got any shout outs for us, sir?
Absolutely. Shout out to my beautiful grandmother. Her birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday to my grandmother.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, shout out to winning, which what we're gonna do on Sunday. All right. I'm speaking it. I mean, I don't think we're gonna lose. I'm sorry. I mean, they don't scare me. There's nothing scares me about Seattle. Nothing.
The next two games, next two games, they don't scare me at all. Next two.
Exactly. Shout out to everyone in the chat. This is your first time here, man. Welcome. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, if you like the show, we try to uplift. You know what I'm saying? And then and try to joan on each other too. But you know how we do. Yeah, old Flipper over there. Flipper, the rejected Flipper. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Falcons, man. That's why we here. You know, shout out Chase. You know, man, she just always bring the facts. I appreciate you, Chase.
Sure.
Shoot, that's it.
There it
Rise
is.
up.
The professor, Bodie 3000. Chase, shout outs before we get up out of here, brother.
Shout out to the chat, man. All the new subscribers trying to hit that 200 mark. Just shout out y'all boys having me on the show constantly. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Falcons, man. Let's get some W's. Let's get that record looking right. We need it. We need it as a fan base. That's about it.
Falcon fans, appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. I was hoping it could be a different scenario coming in here, at least 1-1 or something, but nope. 0-2, but we're going to Seattle. Hopefully we can go ahead and get this dub. Then go back home and beat Cleveland. And you're going to need to be 2-2 going up against Brady, sorry ass. So, Falcon fans, hold on. Be strong. Don't give up yet. If you had your tickets booked to an away game, keep them booked. If you had your tickets going to the Pittsburgh Steelers game or the Bears game coming up, go to the game. Falcons still have a chance to make something happen here. Don't give up on the team. That's what we're here for, to let y'all know. Do not give up on this team, right? One time for the fan. We talk about Falcons football every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Of course, we are on YouTube, as you can see right there. One time for the fan. We are on Facebook, as you can see right there. Wait, at the bottom? Oh, no, that's Facebook at the bottom. Change this up. Facebook, you can see at the bottom, one time for the fan. Of course, on Twitter, one time, the number 4, the fan. And of course, if you want to hit me up as well, hit me up on email, onetime@forthefan.net. Paid for that. You already know what it is. You already know what it do. Got our signature if we get up out of here. One time for the Atlanta Falcons. Need to go out there and get this win on Sunday, y'all. Now it's another must-win game, being down 0-2. One time for Bodie. One time for Chase. One time for all the fans in the chat. One time for everybody who flew out to LA. One time for the Rise Up tour for putting on a spectacular event Saturday night. One time for everybody I met. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time meet. Saw a lot of people who's big fans of the show. I'm glad y'all been supporting One Time for the Fan. And we're going to keep this rocking. So we'll see y'all who's heading out there to Seattle. I'll see y'all out there this weekend. And for those that's tuning into the show, we'll see y'all back Monday night. I am Jack Spade for Bodie Chase. One time for the fan. Yeah.